So Neiman, getting close to the return, Bellator 255,
Yeah.
Jason Jackson. First of all, I want to ask, I'm kind of surprised to see you out here. I know you're usually a New York guy and everything.
Yeah.
When did you make the move out to California, and why did you land at Kings MMA here?
So long story short, I've been coming here already for like a couple times. I've been here, and every time I've been here, they always treat me so nice and always have been so great. Master like always took care of me. So when the COVID starts and all the pandemic and everything, New York got kind of crazy, like with all the homeless people everywhere, everything closed. So I was talking to my wife and we decided to make the move. Also because I have a little daughter, she's 3 years old. And during the winter out there, she stays in the apartment the whole day. And the apartment in New York is literally this big. So I was feeling bad for her. I wanted to give her a better life. So I decided to move here. And since everybody at Kings treat me like family, I decided to make the move. And here I am. And man, I'm telling you, it's been amazing. It's been great.
Yeah, tell me a little bit more. I mean, why do you feel like it's been such a good fit for you?
It's been so good because I'm around so many great fighters, But most important is the familyhood that they have here. It's like I feel at home, And Master, he's the man, He's been fixing a lot of stuff on my game, and I couldn't be in a better place. And I'm also happy to be in California, which is very similar to Rio, where I grew up. So I feel like I'm really at home, I'm happy.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you. And especially with like Master Rafael Cordero, I mean, we know his striking background and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we know your jiu-jitsu kind of speaks for itself. Is that something that you feel like your game has really taken some big strides being here?
Definitely. I feel that I improved already, but Master is such a good mentor. He never asked me to be a striker, Every time I train, he always says, if you see the takedown, go for it, He never says, don't go for the takedown, strike, knock him out. So he knows what he's doing, and he reminds me a lot of Renzo. They're always happy, both of them are always smiling. Yeah. So they have a lot of similarities, and this is awesome. And I'm always talking to Renzo also. I'm always going there in training, so I'm still with both. And it's gonna be a good thing,
Yeah, and this upcoming fight in Bellator is kind of in that neck of the woods out in Connecticut. So who will be in your corner on fight night?
Of course, Renzo will be there. Master Rafael Cordero will be there, and one more guy here from Kings that's been helping me a lot, Osmar Oliveira. So I always say that if Master Renzo don't go to my fight, I won't go neither. If I'm there and he doesn't show up, I'll leave. So now I feel the same way with Master. So I'm gonna have Master Rafael, Master Neiman Gracie, and Osmar. It's gonna be awesome.
That's a dangerous corner, man, for sure. So obviously coming off the big win over John Fitch and everything, it seemed like after that Scott Coker was talking about you being the guy probably fighting for the title next against Douglas Lima. Was that ever really in discussions before this fight against Jason Jackson came around? What was kind of what you were hearing before this fight was booked?
So I heard a lot about that fight, about fighting for the title, and I thought it was going to happen. But on the end, they tried to make another fight that didn't go through against MVP. I don't know what happened. I really wanted that fight so bad, but it didn't happen. I don't know why. Maybe because he is having problems in UK. But and then they throw Jason Jackson's name on it, and I say, of course, I need to fight. It's my job, and I fight against anyone. And I think that this fight against Jason Jackson will be a title elimination fight for sure. So whoever wins this fight will definitely fight for the title next.
Yeah, and of course he's coming off a nice win himself over Benson Henderson, I believe.
Yeah.
What kind of challenges do you think he poses for you in there?
He's a pretty complete fighter, a little bit different than the MVP fight. I think MVP is kind of like me. He's very good at one thing. His striking is very good, but his takedown defense and maybe his ground game is not so good. And against Jason Jackson, I think he's not that good at striking. He's good, but not that good, not that dangerous. But he's kind of good everywhere, But of course, if I take this fight to the floor, and if I take anyone to the floor, I'll have a huge advantage there, you know.
Yeah, that MVP fight is really interesting because
Yeah,
that's like
man.
takes it back to like UFC 1, right?
Feels
like,
so bad for me, you know.
Yeah, the style
I
matchup.
might even wanted to fight with the gi on, you know.
Yeah, right. That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But that's obviously a fight you still hope to have one day, though.
Yeah, definitely. It's
Yeah.
a fun fight, and I think it's a fun fight for everybody that watches, you know. So, and I think it's gonna happen in the future for sure.
Yeah, and of course you're focused on the title, though, right? Too,
Yeah,
I'm sure. So,
yeah.
like when you get back to that opportunity, of course you went through the lesson before. What do you think it'll be like for you the second time fighting for that belt, and how do you think you'll approach it differently, mentally, physically, all those things?
I'm definitely a different fighter right now. I feel mentally, physically, and I think it was too soon maybe for me to go for the title fight. But anyways, I think it was a great fight. We fought 5 rounds. In the last round, I start coming on top, you know. So I think next time I will be more, I'll have a better strategy. Not just gonna try to go there and finish, you know, because that's what I did against Rory in my first fight. With all due respect, I felt that he just defended himself. He didn't do much, you know. I was the one attacking the whole time. So I feel that this time I will know what to do better with a strategy and have the rule book under my arm, and it's gonna be different, you know.
Yeah. What do you think of Douglas Lima right now? I mean, obviously he went for that double title bid and it didn't
Yeah.
work out for him against Mousasi,
Yeah.
but I mean, did you see something in him that made you feel like maybe he's more beatable? Of course, the takedown seemed to be a struggle for him in that fight.
Yeah, I think so. I think I was cheering for him on that fight, actually.
Yeah.
Because having someone on my weight class to be a double champ and having the chance to beat the double champ, it's a good. And yeah, man, I think it was a good fight, you know. Gegard is a pretty tough guy. And if I win the title, maybe I want to go up and face him, you know. Yeah. We need a welterweight to beat him, so I think I might be the one.
Yeah, of course. They've struggled so far, so
Yeah.
maybe you'll be the guy. But last thing, and I don't know how much you've thought about this or care too much about, but this is going to be the start of Bellator on Showtime,
Yeah.
which is a big thing for the organization. I know it's, you know, we haven't got any fight cards from them this year, but that's because this has all been in the works. Does that mean anything to you to be fighting on this platform on the first event? And you know, does it feel like the organization is growing even bigger now with moves like this?
It feels, because I've been fighting for Bellator, if I'm not mistaken, for 5 or 6 years already, and a lot of things have changed, you know. And I'm really happy with what Bellator is doing. And definitely, yeah, I'm proud to be there and to be fighting on this card. And it's gonna be amazing, and I can't wait. I'm super ready. Been training with monsters, and I feel really good for this one.
Yeah, are you going to get another submission here?
I hope so, yeah, I think so.
Awesome, man. We'll appreciate the time. Looking forward to seeing you back in there.
Thank you, guys.